stop scrolling right now, because what you are looking at changed my entire life. This meal sitting right here in front of me, these fresh, red tomatoes, this crispy green lettuce, these beautiful aromatic herbs, I grew every single one of them myself, from tiny little seeds. No trips to the grocery store, no spending money on expensive vegetables, no chemicals, no preservatives, just me, some seeds, basic soil, and a little bit of patience. And here is the best part, I am going to show you exactly how I did it, step by step, day by day, so that you can do this too. No matter where you live, no matter how much space you have, even if you have never grown anything in your life before, this video is for you. So stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will be ready to grow your own food too. Let's get into it. Introduction. Smile naturally and face camera. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Your Name, and on this channel we talk about everything gardening. From beginners to advanced growers, there is something here for everyone. Now today's video is very special to me personally. About 35 days ago, I gave myself a very simple but exciting challenge. I wanted to prove something. I wanted to prove that anyone can grow their own food. You do not need a big farm. You do not need fancy equipment. You do not need years of experience. So I started with absolutely nothing. Just 3 types of seeds, some basic soil, a few containers, and 30 days of commitment. The challenge was simple negative. Grow my own vegetables completely from scratch, and at the end of 30 days, cook a real proper meal using only what I grew. And I documented every single day for you. So in this video, you are going to see how I chose the right seeds, how I prepared the perfect soil mix, how I planted everything, step by step, the entire week-by-week growth journey, all the mistakes I made along the way, and finally, the harvest and cooking at the end. This is going to be a complete guide, so grab a cup of tea, sit back and relax, and let's start from day 1. Part 1, choosing the right seeds. Hold seeds in your hand and show camera. Alright, so day 1 of this challenge. And the very first decision is always the most important one. What are you going to grow? Now, when most beginners start gardening, they make one very common mistake. They try to grow too many things at once. They buy 10 different seed packets, plant everything together, get overwhelmed, and then give up within 2 weeks. I have seen this happen so many times. So for this challenge, I kept it very simple. I chose only 3 things to grow, and I chose them very carefully. The first one, cherry tomatoes. Now why cherry tomatoes specifically? Because they grow faster than regular Ula tomatoes. They are much easier to manage. They produce a lot of fruit in a small space. And honestly, they taste absolutely incredible when homegrown. The difference between a store-bought tomato and a homegrown one is like night and day, I promise you. The second one, lettuce. Lettuce is honestly one of the best vegetables for beginners. And the reason is simple. It grows incredibly fast. We are talking about harvest ready in just 3 weeks. It does not need much space. It does not need perfect conditions. And it is something you can use in so many different meals. The third one, fresh basil. Now, basil is an herb, not a vegetable. But I included it because it grows beautifully alongside tomatoes. And at the end, when we cook our meal, fresh homegrown basil makes everything taste so much better. Now, before you go and buy your seeds, I want to give you one very important tip. Always, always, always look for non-GMO seeds. Or even better, look for organic heirloom seeds. Why does this matter? Because these seeds have not been genetically modified. They grow stronger and more naturally. They are more resistant to disease. And most importantly, the vegetables they produce taste so much better. You can find these at any good garden center or even order them online. It is worth the little extra cost. Trust me on this. Part 2, preparing the perfect soil. Show your soil and containers. Okay, so now we have our seeds. The next step is just as important, maybe even more important, the soil. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Soil is just soil, right? You just dig some dirt from outside and that is it. Please, do not do that. The quality of your soil directly determines the quality of your plants. Think of it this way. Your soil is like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, everything built on top of it will struggle. So let me show you my secret soil mix. This is the exact mix I use every single time. And it works beautifully. 60% regular potting soil. This provides the basic structure and body for your mix. 30% compost. This is where all the nutrition comes from. Compost is absolutely packed with nutrients. It feeds your plants naturally without any chemicals. If you can make your own compost at home, even better. But store-bought compost works perfectly fine too. 10% perlite. Now, perlite is those small white particles you sometimes see in soil, and its job is very specific. It creates tiny air pockets in your soil. This allows water to drain properly, and it allows the roots to breathe. Roots need oxygen to grow strong, and without proper drainage, your roots will sit in too much water, and they will literally start to rot. This is actually one of the most common reasons plants die, overwatering combined with poor drainage, so this mix solves that problem completely. Mix everything together thoroughly, like this. Show mixing. Now for containers. Since I wanted to show that you do not need a big garden, I used simple plastic containers for this challenge. You can use any containers you have at home, old buckets, wooden boxes, even large plastic bags, as long as there are drainage holes at the bottom. This is very important. Always make sure water can drain out from the bottom. Fill your containers with the soil mix, leave about 2 inches from the top, and now we are ready to plant. Part 3, Planting Day. Show planting process clearly. This is honestly my favorite part, planting day. There is something so exciting about putting a tiny seed in the ground and knowing that in just a few weeks, it will become something you can actually eat. Now let me show you exactly how to plant properly, because there is a right way and a wrong way. The golden rule of planting seeds. Plant your seed at a depth that is twice its width. So if your seed is about 3 inches wide, you plant it about 6 millimeters deep. This is important because if you plant too shallow, the seed dries out too quickly. And if you plant too deep, the seedling cannot push through the soil. So let me show you. Show each seed being planted. For the lettuce seeds, these are very tiny seeds. So we are planting them very close to the surface, just about 1/2 centimeter deep. Sprinkle 2 or 3 seeds per spot. Cover gently with a little soil. For the cherry tomato seeds, a little deeper. About 1 centimeter, 1 or 2 seeds per container. And for the basil, also very shallow, just on the surface almost. Basil seeds need light to germinate, so do not bury them too deep. Now after planting, water everything gently. I use a spray bottle or a gentle watering can. You do not want to blast the seeds with heavy water. They will move around and not settle properly. Water gently, evenly, and make sure the soil is moist. Not soaking wet, just nicely moist. Now place your containers somewhere they get good sunlight. A minimum of 6 hours of direct sunlight every day. South-facing windows or balconies are perfect, or outside in the garden. And now, we wait. This is the hardest part for most people, the waiting, but I promise you, it is so worth it. Part 4, the week-by-week journey. Sunday 7, the first sprouts. Show tiny green sprouts. Day 7, and I came outside this morning and saw this. Show sprout close up, that tiny little green shoot pushing through the soil. I have been gardening for years now, and this moment still gives me the same excitement every single time. There is something almost magical about it. A tiny seed that you planted with your own hands is now alive and growing. All 3 varieties have sprouted beautifully. The lettuce came up first, then the basil, and the tomatoes are just starting to peek through now. Week 1 care tips. Wait. Gently every single morning. The best time to water is early morning. This gives the plant the moisture it needs for the day, and it allows any excess water to evaporate during the day. Watering at night can cause fungal problems, so always morning. Keep checking your soil moisture. Stick your finger about 1 inch into the soil. If it feels dry, water it. If it still feels moist, wait another day, and make sure your plants are getting their sunlight. If you notice your seedlings leaning strongly toward one direction, rotate your containers every day or 2. This ensures even growth on all sides. Day 14, 2 weeks in, show strong, healthy plants. Day 14, 2 weeks have passed. And look at this transformation. Show plants. These little seedlings are now proper plants. The lettuce leaves are getting bigger every single day. The basil is beautifully bushy and already smelling incredible. And the tomato plants are tall and strong with multiple set of leaves. Now at this point, it is time for their first feeding. And this is where I see a lot of beginners go wrong. They think more fertilizer means faster growth, so they add too much. And what actually happens is the opposite. Too much fertilizer burns your plants. You will see the leaf edges turn brown and crispy, and your plant goes from healthy to stressed very quickly. So the rule is always this: less is more with fertilizer. I use an organic liquid fertilizer diluted in water. Show product. I mix just a small amount into my watering can. Show mixing, and I only feed my plants once every 2 weeks. That is it. The compost in the soil is already doing a lot of work. The fertilizer is just a little extra boost. Apply it gently to the soil, not on the leaves, and your plants will love you for it. Day 21, something exciting happens. Show tomato flowers. Day 21, 3 weeks in, and something very exciting happened today. Look at this. Show yellow flowers on tomato plant. My tomato plants have started flowering. These tiny yellow flowers, each one of these will eventually become a tomato. Is that not just incredible? Now in nature, bees and wind help with pollination. But since I am growing in containers, I want to help the process along. Here is a simple trick that makes a huge difference. Every day, gently shake each tomato plant. Just a gentle little shake like this. Demonstrate. This mimics what the wind does naturally. It releases the pollen and helps each flower get pollinated. More pollination means more tomatoes. Such a simple thing, but it really works. The lettuce is also looking absolutely perfect right now. Full, bushy, dark green leaves. I could honestly harvest the lettuce right now, but I want to wait until day 30 to harvest everything together. And the basil, hold up basil and smell it. Oh wow, just smell that fresh, peppery, sweet aroma. This is what homegrown herbs smell like. Nothing from a store comes close. Day 30 harvest day, show excitement and energy. Day 30, this is it. The day I have been working toward for an entire month. Harvest day. I woke up early this morning, came outside, and honestly, I just stood here for a moment, looking at what started as 3 tiny seed packets, and is now this beautiful, productive little garden. It is such a satisfying feeling. Okay, let's harvest. Show harvesting tomatoes. Look at these cherry tomatoes. Deep red, perfectly ripe, absolutely beautiful. You can tell a tomato is ready when it comes off the vine easily. You should barely have to pull. If you are pulling hard, give it another day or two. Show harvesting lettuce. For the lettuce, I am cutting just above the base. This way the plant can actually keep growing and give me another harvest in a couple of weeks. This is called cut and come again harvesting. Very useful technique. Show harvesting basil. And the basil, I am pinching off the top leaves. Always pinch just above a set of leaves. This encourages the plant to grow bushier and produce even more leaves over time. Look at all of this. A full harvest in 30 days from scratch. Now let's go cook. Part 5, cooking the meal. 11:30 to 1300. Move to kitchen with your harvest. Okay, we are in the kitchen now, and I have everything laid out in front of me. Fresh homegrown cherry tomatoes, crispy homegrown lettuce, beautiful fragrant homegrown basil. We are making a fresh garden salad. Simple, clean, delicious. Here is everything you need. Our cherry tomatoes, halved. Fresh lettuce leaves, roughly torn. Basil leaves, torn not cut. Cutting bruises basil. For the dressing, 3 tablespoons of good olive oil, juice of 1 fresh lemon, a pinch of sea salt, a little black pepper, and if you like, a tiny drizzle of honey. That is it. Show assembly. Add your lettuce to a bowl first, then the tomatoes, then scatter the basil on top. Drizzle your dressing over everything and gently toss it all together. Show finished salad. Look at those colors, that deep red from the tomatoes, that vibrant green from the lettuce and basil. This is what real food looks like. And now, the moment of truth. Take a bite. React naturally. Okay, I genuinely cannot explain that properly. The tomatoes are so sweet and so juicy. The lettuce is incredibly fresh and crispy. And that basil, wow. There is just something about food you grow yourself. It tastes different. It tastes better because you know exactly what went into it. No chemicals, no sprays, no preservatives, just love and patience. Part 6, lessons learned. 13 to 14:15. Sit down and talk to camera warmly. So this 30-day challenge taught me a lot, and I want to share the biggest lessons with you. Lesson 1, anyone can do this. I really mean that you do not need a big garden. You do not need expensive equipment. You do not need any experience. You just need a few containers, some good soil, the right seeds, and the commitment to water your plants every morning. That is genuinely all it takes. Lesson 2, start smaller than you think. When you first start gardening, the excitement makes you want to grow everything. Resist that feeling. Pick 2 or 3 plants. Learn them properly. Understand how they grow, what they need, how they behave, and then slowly expand from there. Lesson 3, gardening is good for your mind. I did not expect this challenge to affect me mentally, but every single morning, coming outside, checking on my plants, seeing new growth, new flowers, new progress, it became the most peaceful and grounding part of my day. There is real science behind this. Studies show that gardening reduces cortisol levels. That is your stress hormone. It genuinely makes you feel calmer and happier. Lesson 4: Homegrown food is on another level. That salad I just ate was one of the most satisfying things I have eaten in a long time. Not because it was complicated, but because I grew every single ingredient myself. That connection between your effort and your food is something very special, and once you experience it, you will want to keep growing forever. Outro. So there you have it, everyone. 30 days, 3 plants, 1 complete meal, grown from scratch, right at home. Now it is your turn. This week, I want you to do one thing, just one thing. Go to your nearest garden center or order online and buy 1 packet of seeds, just 1. Lettuce is a great place to start. Plant it this weekend, and then come back and tell me how it goes. I want to hear from every single one of you. Comment below and tell me, what is the first thing you are going to grow? I read every comment, every single one, and I always reply. So drop your answer down below right now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps this channel reach more people who love gardening. And if you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. New gardening videos every single week. Hit the bell icon so you never miss one. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. It genuinely means the world to me. I will see you in the next video. Until then, happy gardening, everyone. Seedling.